My name is Johnny Suarez, and this is my technical speech. So, my son Johnny would call cheeseburgers that we get from McDonald's Krabby Patties to his friends. This got me thinking, what is a Krabby Patty? So I looked it up on Google, and it states that it comes from the show SpongeBob. And Krabby Patties are made from frozen hamburgers with fresh lettuce and crisp onions, tomatoes, cheese, pickles, mustard, ketchup, and they add a secret formula to it. So I decided to make one for my son as a fun lunch meal, hoping that this will bring us closer together. You can make a Krabby Patty by following these steps. Before you begin, you're going to need a couple of materials. You'll need ground beef. Bought that from all these materials can be bought at the supermarket or your local grocery store. So ground beef, you're going to need that. Picked up some bacon. I like bacon on my burgers. You'll need some fresh lettuce, some tomatoes, some cheese, some potatoes, rolls, or whatever hamburger roll you prefer. You can do wheat or whatever you like. Some ketchup and mustard. And your special ingredient for Krabby Patties, Old Bay seasoning. Your materials. Next step you want to do is start cooking the meats. The first one I'm going to start is cooking the bacon. I'm going to light the stove here with a good fire. I'm only going to cook 2 slices of bacon. That's all you need for one sandwich. Once you have your bacon completed and cooked to the way you like it, the next step in the process is to cook the meat, the hamburger meat. Turn the fire on. I'm only going to make one patty, so take out just enough meat to do that. I'm going to fashion it into a patty. Allow it to cook. While the hamburger is cooking, you want to add in the secret formula ingredient for the Krabby Patty, which is Old Bay seasoning. So, I believe adding the Old Bay seasoning will really turn it into a Krabby Patty. The burger is done completing. The following step after this is to place the cheese on the burger so that it can melt. I like to put a lid over it to help the cheese melt faster while the fire is off. The fire should be off so you don't burn the burger anymore. The heat that's already in there is enough to melt the cheese. After the cheese is completely melted onto the burger, it's time to put together the Krabby Patty. So I'm going to place it on the bun here. We're going to add some condiments to the outside of the bun, some ketchup, mustard, add some lettuce, And that is your Krabby Patty. In conclusion, making a Krabby Patty is a fun meal for you and your children. You can complete the Krabby Patty burger by following the steps that I did before. They were cooking the bacon, cooking the meat, putting the cheese onto the meat, placing the cheese and the meat on the bun, adding the condiments, the lettuce, tomatoes, and then the bacon. And that would complete the Krabby Patty burger. So following those steps, you too can make yourself a Krabby Patty burger.